For these youths, do not create your future. According to Randy Cage, you do not create your future, you create your habits, and your habits create your future. And according to best-selling author Jim Rohn, your level of success can hardly exceed your level of personal development. As far as I'm concerned, capacity building and personal development in general is one of the most underrated concepts of all time. There are millions of youths out there, especially in Africa, that are roaming the street, living a life of poverty and mediocrity that they do not deserve because they depend on formal education. For these youths, or for these individuals, their greatest asset is the certificate they got from the university. What a shame. These people depend on formal education, an education that ends when you finish school. When you finish school is actually when you need more education, because now you're about to face life. You need a different kind of education that can help you to face real life challenges. And this kind of education is called self-education. Self-education never ends. It is about you building yourself. When you look at the list of the most successful people in the world, their greatest secret is not formal education or a certificate. Their secret is self-education. So self-education gives you the real life skills required to solve real life problems. We're talking about mindset development, mastering the greatest asset God has given to you, which is your mind. The poor people are slaves to their minds. The rich people or the successful folks out there, they are masters of their minds. We're talking about emotional intelligence, because money is emotional. You have to know how to master your emotions. All right, talking about financial literacy, you've got to know how money works. Otherwise, you'll be a slave to money all your life. This is self-education. We're talking about communication skills, public speaking. According to Les Brown, when you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. It doesn't matter how talented you are or gifted you are. If you don't have good communication skills, you will not be able to even get married, because you cannot communicate. You cannot even sell yourself to your life partner. That's why communication skills is so essential. We have people skills, the psychology of human beings. How can you get anybody to do anything? This is self-education. We're talking about winners' habits, those habits of success. There are habits that will lead you only to failure. So if your habits include laziness, procrastination, comfort zone, addicted to social media, jumping from WhatsApp, Instagram to Facebook, back to WhatsApp again, addiction to sleep, Netflix, if these are your daily habits, your village people don't need to waste time on your matter, because you're already programming yourself for a life of mediocrity and failure. Because these things I've mentioned, they're called enemies of success. And so when you see what the successful folks out there are doing, they're focusing instead on building consistency, building discipline. They're focused on trainings. They're focused on reading, anything that is going to build their mind. And so these are habits of success. And so we talk about winners' habits. These things are not taught in school, but this is what we call self-education. And for me, the two greatest self-education that you can have is consistency and discipline. If you look at the most successful folks out there, the richest folks out there, if you will, whatever success means to you, two things that they all have is discipline and consistency. Now, if you look at the low achievers, most of the low achievers, most of the poor people out there, two things they lack is discipline and consistency. These things are not taught in school. This is why you should never joke with capacity building and personal development, because it doesn't matter how anointed you are or how gifted you are or everything God has willed for you to be in this life. If you don't build a capacity, if you don't build discipline, consistency, you are going to die in mediocrity, die in poverty, even though you are the most anointed person in the world. Another very important education that is not taught in school is time management, because our greatest asset is our time. How you spend your time is what has brought you to where you are. The rich people invest their time in high leverage activities, while the poor folks invest their time in low leverage activities. And so how you choose to spend your time eventually is who you become. Listen guys, I am that guy. I was born in one of the poorest villages in the whole of Nigeria. I spent my entire early years selling. Up till the age of 16, I was selling on the street. Every morning I would go sell before I go to school, and every evening I'm off to the street again to go and sell just to support family. This is the condition I was bettered into. But capacity building changed everything for me. I spent my entire 20s building capacities. Once I managed to get to the university, within the age of 20 to 30, I was able to learn how to sing, learn how to play the guitar. I was able to learn 4 international languages. Today I speak fluently French, English, Italian, and Spanish. I can't even begin to tell you what capacity building has done for me, guys. Thanks to these languages I speak today, I'm the official interpreter of the Italian embassy here in Abuja. I have interpreted in countless French embassies here in Abuja and beyond. I have also been honored by the Edo State government as an international guest during a meeting with some of the top government officials from Italy to come and sensitize women on sex trafficking in Benin City. I can go on and on. I have built businesses. I have trained thousands of leaders all over the world, public speakers in different countries, different continents of the world, organizing conferences. I have traveled to different countries of the world. Thanks to capacity building, I have had lots of adventures, not just learning languages, but doing exploits I never imagined I could do in my entire lifetime. I have also built a reputation for myself as a renowned international MC, where I've MC'd with some very big names internationally. Some of my co-MCs have actually been broadcasters from CNN.
I'm beyond excited to be here, but I'm not here alone tonight. The other side of the world, that is Casey from Abuja, Nigeria.
Hi, Helen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Because I can guarantee you, we're about to take you on a ride that is unforgettable, on a ride that is going to change the course of your life. Helen, I am excited, I am expectant, and I cannot wait to listen to everything we have in store tonight.
Well, yes, Casey, we have been waiting for this moment almost 6 months, yes?
Why am I sharing all of this with you? It's not to brag about my achievements. I mean, it's to share with you. Look at my background. Up to 16, I was selling on the street. I studied English language, guys, in the University of Abuja. I could have, been comfortable with studying English in university, but I went beyond that to build so many capacities. And for me, the greatest capacity I have built in my life is consistency and discipline, because that pushes me every single day. Even right now, I know that I'm just beginning. I'm just in chapter 1.0. But when you build discipline, build consistency, when you build capacity, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Even if you don't have any talent whatsoever, building capacity is going to help you, open you up to a world that you never imagined could belong to you. When I was young, I never imagined that I could achieve any form of success because I felt limited by the kind of family I was born into. But that's what capacity building can do for you. And that is why I invite you sincerely to come and be a part of Becoming the Greatest You Academy. We help people to become the best version of themselves. We help you to acquire the daily habits, the routines, the mindset, and the belief system of the most successful people in the world. Even if you are a chronic procrastinator, if you are a hopelessly lazy person, come to Becoming the Greatest You Academy. We're going to transform your lives. Our dream is to build trainers in every city of the world. Not just trainers that will come here to earn themselves lots of money. Our most important interest is to build some of the best public speakers, some of the best leaders, the most disciplined, the most consistent, the most amazing people all over the world. We want to build a community of people that are willing to change their lives and to change the world. And so if your dream is to become the best version of yourself, if it is your dream to build your capacity and realize your highest potential, becoming the greatest, the happiest, and the most unstoppable version of yourself, I welcome you to Becoming the Greatest You Academy. I will see you at the top.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you all specially to this presentation organized by Becoming the Greatest You Academy. Visual Academy is the #1 personal development, skills acquisition, personal development, youth empowerment, leadership, and public speaking platform in the whole Africa. And the mission is very simple: to make you become the absolute best version of yourself, to help you become everything that God wants you to become. Ladies and gentlemen, in the words of Jim Rohn, your level of success can really exceed the level of your personal development. Because success is not something you pursue, it's something that attracts based on the person you are becoming. What this means is that personal development is something that you must constantly pursue on your daily basis. And if you want to succeed in every aspect of your life, Video Academy is that academy that helps you to build not just financially, but physically, mentally, in the world, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And in the words of Randy Cheche, you cannot build your future. You build your habits, and your habits build your future. Your healthy discipline habits build healthy discipline future. Lazy, lousy habits build lazy future. Ladies and gentlemen, Visual Academy is that academy that helps you to let go of all the lazy habits you have possessed till now. Enemies of success like procrastination, laziness, indiscipline, inconsistency, etc. And replaced with all the skills and habits of the most successful people in the world. And so if you are here today, this is what I invited to come and discover. You need to say thank you to the person who invited you today, because that person has given you an opportunity to come and discover something that will transform your life. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ugochukwu Praise, and my name is Ugochukwu Praise, and I'm a proud student of this academy, and it's such an honor and privilege to serve as your MC for this occasion. Today, I am building myself mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, and spiritually. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. I'd like us to introduce this person that is going to come on stage. He is a foreign language expert. He speaks Spanish, French, and Italian, and English and language fluently. He is a businessman, a leadership coach, and the founder of Visual Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, can you put hands together for our coach, leader, Coach Casey Sunshine? Please put hands together, put hands together.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, wonderful people connected from different parts of the world. What a beautiful presentation from our very smart, eloquent, handsome, and very intelligent MC tonight, Master Praise, all the way from Bayelsa State, Nigeria. I like your presentation. You did a very good job, and I want to say congratulations. Continue to build yourself, and one day you will be standing side by side as well with a broadcaster from CNN as a co-MC, or maybe even as the host of the event. So congratulations to you. Fantastic job. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. Good evening to everyone connected from different parts of the world. It is always exciting to be here. I've missed you guys. It's been just about 4 days, but it seems like eternity, and I couldn't wait for tonight to come so that I can see your shining faces and together try once again to lift the consciousness of humanity and just go a touch level compared to where we were the last time that we met. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Becoming the Greatest You Academy. It is the school of greatness, the place where we try our best to turn ordinary people into extraordinary people, where we try to help people that are common into uncommon by helping people to acquire the daily habits to retain the mindset, the belief system of the most successful people in the world. And tonight is the day for children, and we are here connected. We had a super amazing session last week where we had dazzling presentations from 5 presenters, and we had given them the opportunity to come back again tonight to even up their game compared to what they did last night. So before we delve straight into that topic and listen to our beautiful children that I believe are ready. So if you're here and you're one of the contestants tonight, kindly put your device name to represent your name so that it's going to be easy for the admins to search you or for me to even search you. All right, and if you're connected, please just do me one quick favor before we get to the contestants tonight. Just pick up the link that you used to connect to this session and just put it up on your social media, maybe your WhatsApp, maybe your Facebook, maybe your whatever. Just put it up on your status or something like that. And just put a very good and captivating caption to get parents, to get youths, to get children, to get whoever to connect, because I believe that tonight's session is going to be a huge blessing. And why not? The more the merrier. We can be a blessing to so many more persons than the 36 persons currently connected on Zoom and the persons as well on YouTube. So I want to say welcome once again. This session, put on your status and put a very good caption so that people can connect, and our contestants tonight can have so many persons listening to the good job that all the trainers would have done all through the week, preparing them for the presentations. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to welcome you all especially to this session. Good evening and welcome to all the leaders connected from different parts of the world. Good evening to all the team leads for the children and the parents. Thank you for the beautiful job we do behind the scene to make sure that we're able to have this session tonight. To all the other team leads, Lady Easy and your team, Coach Sandra, Dave, everybody, God bless you for all you do behind the scenes. And I pray that he continues to lift you up. So tonight, once again, we are going to listen to our 5 presenters from last week. All right. Last week was the very first time we were attempting to have a public speaking session for children, and they did a good job. But then, because they didn't have so much time to prepare, we wanted to give them 1 extra week to go and play their games and bring their A game for us. And tonight, we're going to listen to them once again, and hopefully they're going to do a touch better than they did last week. Don't forget, yes, tonight we're also going to have a winner. But then the entire point is not just in the winning. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about having a winning mindset. So winning is important, all right? But already all the 5 contestants are already winners for the fact that they took 1 whole week to prepare for this, because the preparation breeds something called process. And that process does not run away simply because you came 5th or 4th or 3rd or 2nd. The sheer fact that you prepared for 1 week for this presentation is something that no one can take away from you. I think it is that building process that is more important to me. Yes. Okay, I'm already seeing people voting already. Okay, so tonight the voting process is going to be very strict. All right. The admin tried to propose something, but it was too late to consider that. Tonight, the voting process, nobody is allowed to canvass for their vote. If you are a contestant and I see you write on the vote me, and you won't regret it, like one contestant did last week. If you do that, you're automatically disqualified. Okay, and it's just 1 person and 1 vote. Yes, I understand that sometimes there are 3 children combined together. So if you are voting and there are 3 of you, for instance, you want to say my name is this and I vote for this person. So I'm seeing someone already voting for Yanis, even though Yanis has not presented. This Yanis must be a politician. How does he do that? So guys, we are going to listen to our first. Yanis is already having votes, even though he has not presented. We're going to listen to our first presenter for tonight. Yes, we're going to listen to our first presenter for tonight. Okay, our first presenter. Okay, yeah. So he is connecting all the way from Bayelsa State, Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen, and he attends World Faith Group of Schools, and he's a really amazing boy. He did a fantastic presentation last week. Is he here? Please, all the contestants should put in their device based on their names. I mentioned that. Otherwise, if you don't see your name, you're automatically disqualified. All right, because the information I'm getting is that we don't have any name like that connected. Okay, so if Dunamis is not here, we are going to have to bypass him. And because we mentioned that, I think the admin gave all that information earlier this evening about how people should connect so that we don't look for you. Okay, so if he's not available, we are going to move to our next contestant. Ladies and gentlemen, our next contestant, our contestant number 2, is a 12-year-old beautiful lady, as you can see on your screen. She attends BGY champion. Of course, she attends Calvary Crown Academy from Benin City, and she is she is an amazing presenter, and she did a fantastic job last week, and we're hoping that she can do the same thing this week. Ladies and gentlemen, if it is not too much for me to ask you, I crave your indulgence. Let's put our hands together for Lady Jewel, all the way from Benin City, Nigeria.
Champions are not made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside of them. A desire, a dream, a vision. They must have the will and the skill. But the will has to be stronger than the skill. Good evening, everyone. I am Jewel Praise Imirotu, here to give a presentation on I am a champion. I am a champion. When I look in the mirror, I see a miracle. For I am born to win. I am a champion. I surround myself with winners. I believe in myself. I have high standard of friends. I am willing to pay the price of success. I focus all my energy on the work at hand. I take responsibility for all of my results. I am positive and confident. I vividly imagine what victory feels like. I am a champion. No matter what comes my way, No matter the situation at ground, no matter the challenges I face, I am a champion. I have the mindset of a champion, and I will conquer. Thank you.
Fantastic, amazing, incredible. We thought we had seen it all last week, but she came in different colors this week, and that was just super amazing. Lady Jewel standard. So amazing, so amazing. Can you all put your hands together for her? I cannot see you guys clapping. I don't understand. I'm seeing everyone on my screen right now. Can you put your hands together for that fantastic, brilliant presentation once again from Lady Jewel? She's giving us the standard, and she doesn't want us to go less than the standard she's giving to us. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Please, there is no vote yet. Nobody should vote. If you vote now, we'll disqualify your vote later. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lady Jewel, all the way from Benin City, Nigeria, giving her presentation on I Am a Champion. So next, we are going to be listening to our next presenter. We are taking a trip back to Bayelsa State, and we are hoping that Dunamis is available this time around. He's still not available. All right, so we are going to listen to, oh, okay. Lady Zara is not available as well. That is strange. What's going on with our champions tonight? What's going on with our champions tonight? Okay, we are going to our contestant number 4. Our contestant number 4 is a 12-year-old. He attends Busy Mind College, and he's from Lagos State. He's a Cameroonian, originally Cameroonian. And then, of course, he is a BGY champion. His name is Futso Yanis. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together as we welcome Yanis on stage? Okay, so I don't know what's going on. You guys, I cannot see your names connected. So if you're the parent of these kids and they are connected, and maybe you're not connected with their names, could you please write on the chat? Let's see what name they're connected with, because each of the names are not here. There's no Futso, there's no Zara, there is no Dunamis, and now there is no Yanis, and I find that really strange. Okay, but I'm going to see if Esther is here. Esther is supposed to be our last contestant, and if Esther is here, I'm just going to introduce her. I'm seeing Blessing Esther. I don't know if that's our Esther for tonight. Is that our Esther for tonight? Okay, I think she is. Okay, so Blessing Esther, thank you for showing up. Showing up is already a win. Okay. Okay, I think I need to look back up my screen to know what's going on. Esther is our contestant number 5. She's a 10-year-old, and she's a BGY champion. She's okay. So our last contestant is not Esther. It's actually Mary. I beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where Esther came from in my head. So she's Mary Chiazo Opara. She's from Community School Asokoro, Abuja. She's 10-year-old. She's actually the youngest contestant of the folk, and she's going to also be presenting on the topic, I Am a Champion. Please let us put our hands together as we welcome our little angel on stage, Lady Mary, all the way from Abuja, Nigeria.
My name is Mary Chiazo Opara from Abuja. I want to say that I am a champion. I grew up to see myself as a champion. In fact, my parents say I am a champion from birth, because from childhood, I've always been outstanding in anything I participate in, be it in examinations, sports, and so on. Even when my moods try to discourage me, I draw strength from my remarks. I don't accept failure as an option in anything I am involved in. My schoolmates have intact me, nicknamed me winner, and I remain winner. I enjoy being called a winner because it strengthens my resolve. Right now, nothing can stop me from remaining a champion and a winner In fact, I have a strong desire to make my parents proud through my champion mindset.
Okay, that is so fantastic. Congratulations, Lady Mary. Beautiful, beautiful presentation. I think at some point I lost her. I don't know about you guys. Did we all hear her full presentation, guys? I don't know if it was my network, but I lost her for a bit. Can I see someone on the chat? Did you hear her presentation? Did you lose her? Or did we have, if it's just me, then it's fine. But if it's everyone, then probably will have, you heard her from start to finish. Oh, okay, then it was my network. All right, but the parts I heard, beautiful, as usual, very audacious presentation from our 10-year-old Mary. I wish I could present the way you just did when I was 10. Congratulations to you. I am super proud of you. And now we are going to listen to our remaining two presenters. We're going to go back to Yanis, who is now here and ready. Yanis, once again, is from Cameroon, but he lives in Abuja, Lagos. In Lagos, I beg your pardon, Lagos, Nigeria. Can we put our hands together as we welcome on stage our fourth contestant, Mr. Yanis from Lagos, Nigeria. Yanis, please unmute yourself and speak.
Okay.
Please unmute, you're still muted.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yanis Nikamga. I'm 12 years old. I'm from Bismarck College, Lagos State. So today I'll be saying who is a champion. Before I start, I would like to thank Coach Casey Sunshine for this initiative. This is so amazing. Thank you, sir. So let's begin. So let's start. So basically, a champion is a person who always beats the rivals in a sporting competition or any kind of competitions. He or she has trained so much and equipped he or herself with adequate tools for success. A champion is a winner, a conqueror, and an overcomer. In fact, I am a champion. Actually, I always study hard, even though I'm tired. Next, I learn from my mistakes. Second, I have developed self-confidence. Next, I always think positively. I'm diligent. I am committed to every task that is assigned to me. And my weaknesses are my strengths. Excuses are not part of my vocabulary. You too, you are a champion. Everybody here is a champion. Why? Because we were all granted the ability to win. However, to wake up the champion that is in you, it is strongly recommended to avoid being lazy, to avoid procrastination and excuses. Instead, you should be very committed and diligent. You should build your capacity, build your character, develop a positive mindset, be hardworking, and follow your dreams in life, because you may eventually succeed when you're optimistic. This is my definition of champion. Once again, thank you to follow me, to be connected to Beach Whitings, a platform to unleash potential through training. I'm done.
Wow. Can you all put your hands together? That was another brilliant presentation from Yanis. I cannot see you guys clapping your hand. If you are not clapping your hand, I'm going to call your name now. I'll give you the floor, even if you're an adult, so that you tell us who a champion is. If you think it's easy. Brilliant presentation. Thank you so much, Yanis. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Joel. You guys are super amazing. And I can see a massive improvement. Every single one of you have improved compared to last week. Okay, so we are going to go to Bayelsa to listen to our last two contestants. We're going to take, first of all, we're going to take Dunamis. Dunamis, if you're there, please unmute yourself and give us your presentation on the topic. I am a champion. You have the floor.
Good evening to all the parents and children connected from all over the world. My name is Dunamis Duncan, and I'm here to talk about my topic. I am a champion. I am a champion champion because I have the ability to confront my fears. I am a champion because I am willing to pay the price. I am a champion because I believe good isn't enough for me. I am a champion because I am willing to push myself to achieving my goals. I am a champion because I have big dreams and I work towards achieving them. Because not everyone who has big dreams works towards achieving it. I am a champion because I have extreme confidence on myself and in my God. Champion don't give up. That's why I'm not giving up. I am a champion because I am determined. I am a champion because I have passion. I am a champion because I never give up. I am a champion because I make sacrifices and I am disciplined. I am a champion because I am mentally strong. I am a champion. Thank you.
Fantastic. Amazing presentation. Fantastic energy, Dunamis. Much better presentation from last week, okay? But next time you're presenting, make sure there's nobody behind you. Rearrange yourself in such a way that the people around you are not there, okay? So that you're more professional. And in case we intend to take your presentation to the next level, maybe take it for the whole world to see you, it's a bit more professional and there's no one behind you pointing their hands and all of that, okay? Otherwise, your presentation was fantastic, it was amazing. I am super proud of you. I'm super proud of every single one of you. All right, so we're going to take our last contestant for tonight. We're still going to stay in the city of Bayelsa, and we're going to listen to this beautiful lady, my daughter. I call her my daughter. All right, because she's one of the very first kids that registered into BGY. She's actually a Cycle 2 champion. Can we please put our hands together as we listen to Lady Zara all the way from Bayelsa State, Nigeria?
I am a champion. 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 Good evening and welcome to our parents and children connected from different parts of the world. My name is Zara from Bayelsa State, Nigeria. I am a champion. I have plans in my hands. Watch what I'll become. Whosoever wants me to surrender, I will not raise them up. I am a champion. And no one can ever stop my dreams. I am a champion. They can never stop me. I am a champion. I am going and never stopping. I am a champion. It's different this time around. I am a champion. Look, I took on letter L, learner, and bounce back because I am a learner, so I can bounce back. I am a champion. I am a learner. I am a champion. I learned a lot of things to build my confidence. Now I'm back en route in BGY. The device plan so great to explore in my world. I am a champion. I have strength in my mind. I have not seen yet. I'll spend years dedicated in building quality capacity. I am a child. I am choosing for greatness. I will not end the circle of becoming the greatest me. I am a champion. Thank you.
That was such a brilliant presentation. I can see you totally changed your entire speech and it was much better than last week. Can we all once again put our hands together for Lady Zara? I can't see your hands. I'm about to point someone's face and I'm about to call you right now and I'm about to give you the topic, I'm a champion. Guys, do you know how difficult? It really is very difficult. Do you know what it takes to prepare a speech? If you know what I mean, adults, just try to give a speech and not read from anywhere. I mean, you could see these kids, 12-year-olds. Please, if you finish presenting, just mute yourself. You can see these kids, 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, as in they are literally presenting without any slide. There's no slide, there's no paper they are reading from. And it's just amazing. Just imagine as adults, you're connected here. Imagine that we could all do this when we're at their age. Imagine who we would be right now. That's why I want you all to sincerely, from the depth of your heart, drop whatever is in your hands and put your hands together for our champions tonight, for that fantastic, that amazing Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. Let's put our hands together for Lady Jewel. Let's put our hands together for Sir Dunamis. Keep clapping for Mr. Yanis. Let's put our hands together for Zara. And of course, let's put our hands together for little Lady Mary, the youngest of them all. You guys are superb. You guys are champions. From the depth of my heart, I sincerely appreciate all the efforts you have all put tonight. Brilliant presentation, and I can tell that every single one of you did something slightly different or completely different from last week, and that was the point. I wanted to see how you could stretch yourself. Now, can you do better? Of course, you can still do better. Of course, Lady Jewel, despite your brilliant presentation today, another brilliant presentation, you can still do so much better. And I want you to have that mentality that every single day, I can be better. I can be better. What did I say? I can be what? I can be better every single day. Have the mindset, I can be better. This is not my best. I can be better. All right. Of course, Lady Zara, last week I had pointed out some observations that I had, and I can see a massive improvement this time around. And I want to say congratulations to you. That Dunamis as well. I love your voice, your vocal texture, your self-confidence is really amazing. All right. So just try to work on the corrections I just gave you on the spot. Make sure no one is behind you whenever you're presenting. All right, so that you don't get distracted, and so that in case we want to take your video far, for instance, I mean, you just presented here, but this video can go to all the continents of the world. But for the simple fact that there are people behind you when you're presenting, it will be professional enough to do that. So you want to correct that as well. And Yanis also did a fantastic job. For someone who's a Cameroonian, most Cameroonians are French speakers, right? Of course, they are English speakers as well. And you're able to have very good mastery of the English language and give such a beautiful presentation. I thought you taught, Yanis, you taught the topic. It was like a teaching. Do you understand? And it was also fantastic as well. Someone like Joel took the path of poetry. She made a beautiful poetry out of this. And same with Zara, I think. But Yanis and Dunamis came from the point of view of teaching us what being a champion is. And I truly appreciate what you guys did tonight. All right. And then, of course, our little Lady Esther, brilliant presentation as well. It was a mixture of the two sides, that's both poetic and teaching us what being a champion is. And being able to do what you have done tonight at the age of 10, I find it really incredible. I find it really incredible. And I can guarantee you that if you continue on this path, if you continue to build yourself, every time we give a topic here, don't say because I have voted, I have presented. No. Every week your topic is given. Make sure that you prepare, because that preparation is more important. Don't forget that preparation is what actually, preparation first comes before opportunities. The more you prepare, the more likelihood that opportunities will come your way. So once again, congratulations to all of you. I can see everybody voting here, voting there, voting left, right, center. Okay, I'm going to bust your bubble. We are not going to have any votes tonight. Okay, everybody connected tonight, all the 5 children that are presented tonight, as far as I'm concerned, are the champions, they are winners. The point of this representation was not to have one winner. The point was to see if each of the contestants, we already had a winner last week, which was Joel. Okay, the point was to see if each of them could stretch themselves. And I was particularly looking out for you, Joel, because I mean, you had the breathtaking presentation last week. I was watching out to see whether you just repeat the same thing, but it was so amazing to see that you actually did something entirely different and you were still amazing. All right. And to see all the other kids coming up with different creative things. I know that it's a very big hard work behind the scene from all the trainers. I want to say thank you to all of you that have helped these children to come out so amazing. So you're all champions. Can we put our hands together, everybody, for all our champions from tonight? I want to see you put your hands together and wave like this and shake yourself, shake your body, and say congratulations to all our champions, all our winners, because you are all winners and you are all champions. And I am super, super proud of you. All right, so next week we are going to take 3 persons. We're going to take 3 contestants from next week, 2 or 3 contestants officially. We're going to take 2 or 3 contestants, and then unofficially, we're going to also plug into anybody who is here who prepared for a topic and give the floor randomly to 2 persons. And so next week, you can pick any topic you want. The assignment for next week, pick any topic you want. There's a list of 35 topics. If you're a member of BGY, there's a list of 35 topics given to you. Pick any topic you want, any of your favorite topics, and present on it. Now, if you also want to present outside those topics, it's fine. Whatever topic, whether you want to talk about football or whatever it is, just pick your favorite topic. Pick a topic you know you can shine in, and basically prepare a maximum 2-minute speech to come and present here tomorrow on Tuesday next week. And I can guarantee you that anybody can win. It could even be the random persons who will pick that will win. All right, but try your best. The 3 persons that will be official have to be members of BGY, registered members of BGY. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk briefly about the topic, the power of habits. The power of habits. Because of time, I might not dwell too much on this topic, the power of habits. Now, children, please pay attention. And this is the point where you want to pick up your pen and paper, all right, because you're getting into serious business, all right. I strongly believe that one of the greatest gifts a parent can give to their children is the gift of good habits, all right? It's the gift of good habits. Why? Because I want you to write this down. We don't build our future. We cannot build our future. We build our habits, and our habits build our future. I'm going to repeat that because I want you all to write it down. Whether you're a parent, whether you're a child, listen to me. This has to be on your note tonight, right? We cannot build our future. Whether you're a child or an adult, you can't build your future. Building your future is not in your hands, all right? So what you build are your habits, and then it is your habits that builds your future. So what it means is that lazy, lousy habits will build lazy, lousy future. All right, disciplined habits builds disciplined future. Lazy, lousy habits build lousy future. Habits are so important. You can never function beyond your habits. And it is because of the negative habits that most of our parents have when they were young. They didn't have an academy like BGY to help them pick good habits, that today you see a lot of parents are not even able to bring the best out of their children. All right. And so our habits are so important. As a matter of fact, they are so important that they determine our destiny. They determine our entire destiny. They determine, because when a repeated habit becomes your character. Repeated habit becomes your character, and your character determines your destiny. So this is why habits are so important. We can never underestimate the power of habits. Whenever you find yourself doing anything bad, whenever you find yourself repeatedly doing anything bad, you must stop. Otherwise, soon that thing will become a habit. You know why? I want you to write it down. Why? Because we become what we do consistently. Write that down. What did I say? We become what we do consistently. We don't become what we do sometimes. So if you go to the movie sometimes, movie is not your lifestyle. We don't become what we do occasionally. All right? So if you eat okra food occasionally, okra food is not your thing. We become what we do consistently. Unfortunately, this applies to both good things and bad things. Anything we do consistently, we become. And that is why people can ruin their life in a space of a couple of months because of one new bad habit they just acquired. We become what we do consistently. See, anything you do consistently become a habit. It becomes like a drug. It's an addiction. Habits are like addiction. That's why you see things that are not interesting, but because you do them consistently, they just become a part of you. How many of you here have seen kids that bite their fingers? Or how many of you here bite your fingers? Okay, I want to assume that BGY champions, you're all champions, you don't bite your fingers, you don't eat your fingers. But how many of you here have seen kids that literally eat their fingers? They eat the fingers like meal. Like they eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Like there's nothing, I mean, what could be interesting about eating your finger? There's nothing interesting about it. It's not sweet, it's nothing. But guess what? You know why they do it? Because they did it they did it consistently, and then it became a habit. So when you see someone biting their finger, it is not different from someone who smokes, or someone who takes weed, or someone who takes alcohol. Because it's the same law that makes someone to be addicted to smoking. It's the same law that makes a child to bite their finger consistently, that makes someone to smoke and they cannot stop. Anything you do over and over again, it becomes a part of you. You can't stop it. Because you begin to crave for it. It's just like lying. When you're a parent, your children lie and you don't correct them, you don't discipline them to stop lying. The more they lie, the more lying becomes a part of their subconscious mind. And so every time they want to talk, the first thing their subconscious mind reminds them of is that they should lie, because it's now a habit. Think about anything that you do. Laziness is a habit. You become lazy every day. After a while, laziness becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a habit. Procrastination is a habit. If you have a habit of procrastinating, you're not different from someone who smokes or drinks or takes alcohol. It's a drug. Anything you do consistently becomes like a drug, positive or negative. There are people that cannot stop going to church. Have you seen people like that? Some of your parents are like that, isn't it? No matter what in this life, they love church too much. Okay, so this one is a positive habit, isn't it? So their love for church is not because, okay, yes, they love God, but it's not so much so, it's not just because they love God. It's because it's now a habit. It's now a habit. There are children today that are lucky to have parents who taught them the habit of praying. At 4-year-old, you already gave your child a prayer vocabulary. Yes, we are going to have a family prayer, but my child, my son, my daughter, you have to pray on your own. You discipline your child every day and you say, you must pray. You are a 4-year-old, have your own 5-minute session. This is your prayer vocabulary. Even if it's just to say, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, bless mommy, bless daddy, give me ice cream today, pray the prayer. If you're a parent and you have this the presence of mind, God has given you the wisdom to do this to your children, and you make sure they do it every day, I can guarantee you after 30 days, that child cannot stop praying anymore. 4-year-old. But as soon as you finish family prayer, your 4-year-old is going to kneel down and say, God, please bless mommy today, bless daddy today, make sure you give me ice cream, whatever I look for today, God, please give me today. Because it's now a habit. He becomes 5, it's still a habit. But now the prayer has increased, yes or yes. It's no longer give me ice cream. It's also now saying, God, please bless Coach Casey, give him money. How many of you tell God to give me money? If you don't add that to your prayer, start adding it now. Okay? Now the child is 6, but because the child has consistently, 6-year-old, more disciplined in prayer than a 30-year-old, because the parents made this to become an important habit in child's life. That kind of child is 10, 12, 15. The child goes to university tomorrow. You don't have any problem in your heart because you know that this child has been given the right habit. The moment to go to school, they are looking for church immediately. They are looking for the right church to attend. They're looking for the right friendship because this is a habit they have taken from their homes. From their homes. If you train a child on the way to go, when they leave you, they continue on that way. What kind of habits are you giving your children? It starts from 4, from 5. It's not when they now get to 19. What is wrong with you? Can you tell me you didn't go to church today? Your kids are going to church. Mama, are you a child? What did you do when they were 4? What did you do when they were 5? When they were 6? When they were 7? These are the ages where children's mind become reprogrammed. The infinite intelligence of the subconscious mind of a child is programmed between the ages of 0 to 7. If you escape this age, it becomes a Herculean task. These are the most delicate ages of a child, 0 to 7. That is when you help them program the right habits, like a reading culture, like how to pray, how to meditate, how to set goals, how to journal, how to be kind, how to love, how to give, how to serve, personal hygiene. You don't wait till they're 13. You don't wait till they're 20. No. The child is 4. It's easy to say, 4-year-old, what do you know? Come and join family prayer. When he finishes, let him go and kneel down for 1 minute and do his own prayer. And let him do it every day. Even if it's just the God, please give me ice cream today. Let him do it. Because in his head, he knows that he's praying. That fact is very important. The power of habits. It is because we never had the chance to have parents who taught us things like this that made us become adults and we are so lazy. We are adults, you're 30, you're 40, you cannot pray. What is your prayer life? You cannot fast because no one taught you when you were young. You cannot read. Some of you, the moment you pick up your book to read, that is when you know that you will sleep. You will go on Netflix, 2 hours, you will watch Netflix, no problem. You will watch television, Telemundo, Z World for 24 hours, no problem. But the moment you pick your Bible to read, 5 minutes like this, a guy is in heaven dreaming. The moment you put a book to read like this, it's gone. Because this is not a habit. This is not a habit. Your habit determines your character determines your destiny. You do not build your future. You build your habits, and your habits build your future. If you forget anything, don't forget this today. You do not build your habits, you do not build your future, you build your habits, and your habits build your future. The greatest gift you can give yourself, let me not just say your child, because it is not just your child, you still have a future. Even as a 40-year-old adult, listen to me. The greatest gift you can give to yourself right now is to begin to acquire good habits. It's to begin to acquire good habits. Because I can guarantee you, Every bad habit you have is going to ruin your future in one way or the other. There's something we call the law of compound effect. It might look like a small bad habit, but when it is done every day for 30 days, for 60 days, for 3 months, for 1 year, it compounds together and it ruins your future. Let me give you a typical example of a habit. All right. Let's say, for instance, you don't exercise. Adults, pay attention. You don't exercise and you eat anyhow. I mean, it's just 1 day. I cannot kill myself. I beg, give me apple, give me this. You eat anyhow, no problem. In your mind, it's just 1 day. And you don't exercise. You go a whole month, 2 months, you don't exercise, and then you eat anyhow. It was just 1 day. And then 1 day became 2 days. And then you don't even think it's a problem. But guess what? You did that consistently for 1 year. After 1 year, you look at yourself in the mirror. You look at your tummy, you hold your tummy like this. You begin to see, you will see parlor, room and parlor. One tummy. There is room, there is living room, there is parlor, there is sitting room inside your one tummy. Because of an indiscipline that took place for just 1 year. 1 year. And then now, you have now added weight. You don't like the room and parlor you're seeing in your tummy. And then you tell yourself, okay, New Year resolution. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to build my, I'm going to come back to who I used to be. Okay? Now, because you did this for 1 year, it is now this is now who you are. Don't forget, I said you are not what you do occasionally or sometimes. We become what we do consistently, yes or yes. Because you did this for 1 year, it is now who you are. Eating anyhow is now who you are. Not exercising is now a definition of who you are. But going to the gym is not who you are yet. So you go to the gym, New Year resolution. How many of you have gone to the gym on the 2nd of January or 3rd? When you go there, the cars are plenty. Everybody wants to lose weight, yes or yes. Go back there on the 17th. You won't see them again because it's not a habit. And so you go to the gym, you're gingered, you carry dumbbells, you raise like 50, you carry this one, you carry that one, you come back home, you check the mirror, there's no change yet. No problem. You go again the next day. And then, your body is, you're energized. You want to lose your weight. You know what you look like last year. Now you're looking sweet. You're looking figure 8. So day 2, you're still excited. Day 3, you're still excited. And then life happens. Day 4, you wake up in the morning and you are tired. It looks like it's like someone dealt with you throughout the night. So you wake up in the morning, you are tired. Your body is tired. Hey, your alarm is ringing. It's time to go to the gym. See, Jesus Christ. I cannot kill myself. I will go tomorrow. Please, this life, I didn't come to this life to suffer. But when you're eating anyhow every day, you could kill yourself. When you do exercise every day for 1 year, you could kill yourself. But when it's time to go to the gym, after day 3, you can't kill yourself. So you begin to hear the song. This life, I can't kill myself. And then when you begin to hear the song, you're encouraged. It's true, Jare. I beg, I cannot kill myself. I only have this one life. You stone your alarm and you go back to sleep. Let me sleep 1 more hour. I'll go to the gym by 7. 7 o'clock, alarm links. What is even wrong with this alarm self? You off it. In fact, you off your phone. You go to sleep. You enjoy yourself. I mean, it's just 1 day, isn't it? I'll go to the gym tomorrow. Now, don't forget that because you didn't form the habit and you have broken it, it means that you are going back to day 1. That's why in BGY, when you submit a report and you break, particularly you don't do your report, what do we tell you? If you break day 9, you don't go to day 10, you go back to day 1. Because it takes, for you to form a habit is formed when you do that thing every day for 30 days. Every day, anything you do every day for 30 days becomes a habit. If you repeat 30 days, cycle of 30 days, it becomes a lifestyle. Can you see how some of you program laziness and procrastination and comfort zone? I just said 30 days. Some of you have been lazy for 30 years. Some of you have procrastinated for 10 whole years. So it looks like there is nothing we can do again, no matter how we do motivational speaking. No matter how we ginger you ginger the next day like this. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is not willing because the flesh has been beaten for 10 years. Okay? The power of habit. So day 4, alarm rings again. But because you broke the habit on day 3, day 4 again, tell yourself, I beg. When you think about all those drills, before you know it, by day 5, day 6, your New Year resolution, you paid money for the gym. You paid money that you'd have used to invest in your future and buy books and read. That money is gone. And then what happens? You are still fat. You still check. Your room and parlor is still there. And guess what? Even the discipline to now stop eating badly, you cannot stop it because you ate badly for 1 year. It's not who you are. The day you tell yourself, today I'm going to eat well. That is the day you will now see one delicious fried rice, one delicious apple plus fisherman soup, looking at you, as in your sister is just passing like this with that. And you're like, no, I'm strong. I'm too strong for this. I will resist it. I'm like, bring that food here. I cannot kill myself. Let's eat. It's just once. And then you eat the food. It's just once, isn't it? And then you're back to indulging again. And so 1 year of bad habits. Now, year 2, you look at your room and parlor, your compartment, it has increased. Year 3 is getting worse. Year 4 is now a big problem because now it's affecting your self-esteem. Now, the whole world, whenever anybody looks at you, the first thing they see is that you're fat. Now, you cannot even speak publicly. You cannot even raise your hand and speak. Are we together? Don't forget that it was just 1 year of indiscipline, isn't it? Suddenly, year 5, year 6, year 7, 35 years later, 35 years later, that 1 year of indiscipline is still affecting you. You never recovered from it. That 1 year that started from 1 month. Hello, is anybody understand what I'm saying here? That 1 year that started from 1 day and became 2 days and became 30 days. The power of habit can never be overemphasized. One bad habit can entirely ruin your future when you look at the law of compound effect. Don't forget that not exercising for 1 day we thought it was just 1 day. Eating badly for 1 day, we thought it was just 1 day. But look at the power of compound effect. The power of compound effect. 1 day became 2, became 30, became 1 year. Imagine if you put all that energy in doing something positive, like exercising. Let's look at the opposite. The opposite is what? I decide that I'm going to be exercising every day for 30 minutes. Hello? When you go to the gym for 30 minutes the first day, are you going to see anything? There's no difference, isn't it? No matter how many dumbbells you pick, you come back home, there's no difference. Your room and parlor is still there. In fact, sitting room too and everything, they are there, all the rooms. But then you are disciplined. You are ready. I want to change this habit. I know how I want to look like. This is not how I want to look like. I'm giving this example, right? This transcends to everything else in our lives. I'm just saying this example. Day 2, you're there. Day 3, you're there. Day 4, you're motivated. Day 5, you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like it, but you have decided you want to change the way you look. You want to build yourself physically, and you're still there. Day 6, you're there. Day 7, you're there. Day 8, you're there. Day 30, you're there. And suddenly, because you have done this every day for 30 days, you look at yourself in the mirror after 30 days, there might not be extraordinary change, but now look at your energy levels. Every day your energy is good, yes or yes? You go out, you're not feeling tired all the time. You're feeling good. Determination, yes. Next month, you're still there. Month 3, you're still there. Suddenly, you're beginning to see the changes. The room and parlor is beginning to disappear. Small packs, hunger packs are beginning to come out, but it's not showing yet. Are we together? And then you're still going month 4, month 5, month 6. By month 6, you're beginning to see people are beginning to compliment you. Oh, you have begun to lose weight. Oh, you're beginning to lose weight. And you do that. And then 1 year later, you look at yourself in the mirror. Oh my God. All your old clothes can no longer size you. You have to go and buy new clothes because now you're slim. Now everybody's saying you look beautiful. Everyone is saying, wow. They didn't see the work you did. Don't forget. Nobody saw the work you did. They're only seeing the outcome. Wow, you're so beautiful. Wow. And what does this do? This increases your self-esteem. This increases everything. It transforms you. Because see, the previous example I gave, it's not just about the fact that it makes you fat. And I say this, God knows I don't intend to I apologize if this hurts anybody, because I know that some people are genuinely struggling with this. But I have to teach this. It's important I teach it. Okay? Now, it doesn't just affect you in terms of, okay, people are saying that you are getting fat and all of that. Guess what? It transcends from there to every other aspect of your life. One, it's going to kill your self-confidence. Why? Every time you look at yourself in the mirror before you go out, you don't like what you see. You don't like yourself. And guess what? If you don't like yourself, who will like you? Nobody will like you. It kills your self-confidence. It kills your morale. It kills your excitement about life. And one of the worst things that can happen to anybody is to lose self-confidence. As a matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned, that is one of the top 3 worst things that can happen. If you don't have self-confidence, I'm sorry. You are destroying your future. If you lose self-confidence, you enter into a room, you're so careful how people think about you, you know. It means that in class, you cannot raise your hand to say anything because you're scared that when you raise your hand, everybody's going to see you. You know, self-confidence kills your self-morale. It kills your worth as a human being. And that's not all. That's not all. You can carry this over all your life. I can guarantee you, when it's now time for you to date, to enter into relationships, guess what happens? You realize that because of your lack of self-confidence, when your partner comes, you have that low self-esteem, it affects your relationship, it affects your different aspects of your life. 1 year of indiscipline that happened 25 years ago. It's not time for you to start dating, as in you don't feel you're beautiful, and people are even asking you out, and suddenly you don't feel good enough. And even when you accept, you go into the relationships, and then you have such a low self-worth about yourself. And the people are just going to use you anyhow. They don't respect you because they know you don't respect yourself. And eventually you get married. Again, I know that this is very sensitive for some people, but I have to teach it because it's going to benefit so many more persons. And if this is sensitive to you, please, it's not too late to start working on yourself. Because I can be using this example today, but it transcends to every aspect of our lives. And then you get married, suddenly 1 year of indiscipline is affecting your marriage, affecting your different parts of your life. Low self-esteem, transfer to your children, different part of your life. Because kids are here, I don't want to go into a lot of details. Yes, 1 year of indiscipline can cost you 50 years of pain. If you hear right now, you are listening to the sound of my voice, and you know you have a bad habit that can ruin your future. I deliver you of that habit today. If you know you have a bad habit, you know. Bad habit is what? Waking up late. You wake up 10 o'clock a.m., 8 o'clock a.m., 9 o'clock a.m. You are signing a pact with poverty. Laziness is a bad habit that will ruin your future. Procrastination is a bad habit that will ruin your future. Comfort zone is a bad habit that will ruin your future. Addiction to social media is a bad habit that will... In fact, that one is poverty that is loading. You're always jumping from WhatsApp to Instagram to Facebook to TikTok, back to WhatsApp. Hey, Netflix. If these are your daily habits. See, your village people don't need to waste their time on your matter. If these are your daily habits, laziness, procrastination, comfort zone, addiction to social media, addiction to television, Telemundo, Z World, Big Brothers, only you, Jesus Christ. I say your village people don't need to waste time. Let them go and focus their energy on people that are serious about their future. Because you have already determined, as in consciously and unconsciously, you have already determined that you have signed a pact with poverty, with mediocrity, with lacklusterness, by virtue of such a lousy habit that you have allowed yourself to acquire. And it's not too late to change. Show me anybody that has made it to the top, and you will never see a sign of laziness. Show me anyone who inspires you, someone who is fulfilling their destiny, who is fulfilling their purpose in life. You will never see a sign of procrastination. Show me anybody who ever made it to the top. You will never see comfort zone. Never. Show me anyone who inspires you. They always show up. They're always there. Because these are enemies of success. You think it's easy for me to show up here every Tuesday and every Saturday to come and do what I do? Have you ever heard me give you any excuse? I can give you an excuse. If I tell you my daily schedules in the last 2 weeks, some of you will pity for me. I sleep 2 a.m., wake up 5 a.m. So I only get about 3 hours of sleep every day. And when I finish from there, I still have a lot of things to do. But there is no room for excuse. And when I leave here, I still have to go because I'm here to give you knowledge. For me to consistently be relevant to you every week, I have to go and seek knowledge whenever I leave here. It means that I have to spend a minimum of 3 hours every day seeking knowledge. I have to read. I have to build myself. I have to build the quality of person I'm becoming. So whenever I come here, you don't say, this man every day, you're coming here, habit. Why not you tell us about something else? No. Good habits, will transform your life. Go and invest instead in friends of success. When I talk about habits, it's not just about, because for a lot of us, for a lot of people, the only priority they have is to build their spiritual life, which is very important, maybe even most important. But beyond your walk with God, going to church every day, what habits do you have? Because it's almost like a waste of time. If you go to church Monday to Sunday every single day, and then you are a very lazy person, you procrastinate every day, you lack character, you don't have loyalty, you lack integrity, you're wasting your time, I'm sorry. Because it is through these habits God is going to bless you. Yes. You will see people that are in the world, in quotes, they live a very useless life. by your standard, yet they are doing things you cannot do. You that is going to church every day, and you go to church every day crying to God. God, I love you so much. I come to church every day. I pray I come to mosque every day. God, what is happening? Why is my life like this? Look at this person who is a useless person by your standard. Oh, this person whose life, the person does not go to church 1 year, and yet the person is doing 10 times better than me. My dear, you think God thinks like you? God doesn't think like you. If God thinks like you, bad things will not happen to good people. If God thinks like you, good things will not happen to bad people. God respects even his own laws. If you fulfill his laws, whether you go to church Monday to Sunday or you're not, he will give you what you want. So beyond building your spiritual life, going to church every day, what life do you have? What are your habits? Because God wants you to live a life of excellence. God doesn't want you to live a life of mediocrity. God uses excellent people. God uses people that are eager to build the life of excellence. Go and look at all the people that have been used by God. They all strive for excellence. I'm not asking you to be perfect, but can you strive for excellence? Can you read on a daily basis to build new knowledge? Can you exercise for 15 minutes per day to build yourself physically? Can you invest in your mind by reading? Can you invest in your mind by attending trainings? Can you build your mindset, the greatest asset God has given to you? Because you can never think better. You can never be richer than the way you think. I just said something. I hope you all heard me. You can never be. The quality of your life is a reflection of the quality of your mindset. God pays attention to your mindset, not just how many times you come to church, not how many hours you pray and fast, even though that is very important. I hope people should not misunderstand me here. I'm not saying you should not pray, you should not fast, you should not go to church, but that's not. We are human beings. We live in a physical world. There are so many things. You have different aspects of your life: spiritual, physical, mental, psychological, social, financial. There has to be a balance in your life. Can you build yourself emotionally? Emotional intelligence, because money is emotional. Can you build emotional intelligence? How do you build emotional intelligence? By reading. How do you build emotional intelligence? By action, through taking action. Action gives you experiences. Action makes you fail. You learn from your failures. Emotional intelligence. Imagine you go to church all your life and you're not taking any actions. You're not reading. With all your spirituality, one boy will come from nowhere and break your heart into pieces because you don't, it's a new experience to you. One boy from nowhere. But when you're building yourself, you're an asset in any relationship you find yourself, in any marriage, you're an asset. When your husband speaks to you and he listens to you, you say, my God, I have to go and pay your bride price again. What an intelligent wife I married. What an intelligent husband I married. Because you're building yourself on a daily basis. Hello? Is anybody hearing me? Am I too loud? Should I lower my voice? Am I too loud? I'm not shouting on you guys, right? It's just passion. It's just passion. So please forgive me. Forgive the tone of my voice. Build yourself. Financially, what is your knowledge of money? How many books have you read about money? Hey! Chineke, why are you signing a pact with poverty? Go and read about money. Read books. Get financial knowledge. Otherwise, you spend all your life building people's dreams and future. You will go to school, get certificate just to compete in the labor market. Focused on formal education. Just go to school, get certificate to go and join millions of people in the world. All of them, formal education. The only thing they can boast of is certificates. Do you know how many people have certificates? Even if you have PhD, do you know how many people have it? Eh? Do you know how many jobs are going to extinction now? Most of the things they are teaching our children in school, most of the jobs they're teaching our kids today, by the time they graduate, those jobs are no longer in existence. They've been replaced by machines. And you want to focus only on school. Poverty. Who went to school and became rich? Give me one person. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong. I'm always careful because people are experts in interpretation. I'm not asking you not to go to school. No, that's not what I'm saying. Going to school is very important. But then also focus on self-education. As you're doing formal education, focus also on self-education to build yourself. Yes or yes? So this is very important. Just a second, guys. I wanted to... So focus also on self-education. Build yourself. Build your mind. Build the greatest gifts that God has given to you, which is your mind. Build yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, psychologically. Should I even go into that one? Otherwise, I will finish. Time will be gone today. Do you understand the psychology of human beings? How people think? I know this is a session for children. I hope children, this is not too much for you, right? The level at which I'm speaking is not too much for you. Okay. The psychology of humans, how people think. Go and read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Do you know how to get a table, how to have a seat in the table of kings and to be able to sustain that table? Understanding the way human beings think, the psychology of humans. Do you know how to influence people, how to impact people? Do you know how to talk to people? Do you even know how to talk? Do you know how to speak to somebody and the only thing they want to do is to continuously speak to you? Or do you speak to people and then they don't want to talk to you again? You don't have to be an adult, even a child. If you build your psychology, how do human beings think? How you predict humans and you treat everybody differently. Build yourself, build habits. And one of the greatest habits, parents, listen to me. One of the greatest habits, one of the top 2 greatest habits you will never regret giving to your children is a reading habit. A reading habit. What habit? What habit? What habit? I want you to repeat it. A reading habit. Please, parents, if I have to kneel down, I beg you, I'm going to do that. In the legacies that you're going to leave for your children, in everything that you do for your children, in all the hustle and bustle paying their school fees, no matter what you do, fight till the very last drop of your blood to make sure that before your children are 18, before your children are 10, 11, 12, that they love to read. It's not a burden to them. If you can do this one singular thing, my God, you have assured the future of the child by 50%. Because readers are leaders. Because knowledge brings light. What did I say? Knowledge brings light. And a child that has light is a child that will lead millions of people all over the world. Help your children to love to read, not novels though, because I have to correct you. Many children love to read, but they love to read novels, not novels. I'm not saying that there's no place for novels, but 90% of what they are reading should be personal development books and spiritual development books. Go and get them books like Rich Dad Poor Dad. Get them Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Give them Millionaire's Mindset. Yes, your child is just 10 years of age. Don't joke with these books I'm mentioning. Give them books of adults already at the age of 10. Yes. Don't kid them with A Boy in the Garden. No. Don't believe. See, our kids, a lot of our kids are more intelligent than us. Are you aware? Most of us are underestimating our children. I can guarantee most of our kids, 10 years old, they already know that sometimes they laugh at you. Some of them are smarter than we, the parents. I can guarantee you. You'll be surprised at the level of intelligence of a 21st century 10-year-old. Don't kid them. Give them books like Millionaire Mindset, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Give them books, Mindset by Carol. Give them the Power of Self-Discipline by Brian Tracy. Give them books, get them used to it. At the age of 9, at the age of 7. Yes, you can give them personal development book for kids as well. But when they begin to hit the age of 10, do not joke with their process. Give them adult books, books on finances, books on money, books on mindset development, on emotional intelligence, books on communication skills. Expose your children to knowledge. Expose them to light, because the more they seek knowledge, the more they seek light. Yes or yes? And if you can do this for your children, they will spend the rest of their lives being grateful to you. They will spend the rest of their lives being grateful to you. Because the children you give reading habit today, they cannot be poor in future. I wish my parents gave me a reading habit. Up till when I finished university, I didn't like to read. I even studied English language in university. Do you imagine that? But I hated to read. I hated to read. It was when I entered into the world of personal development. That changed my life. That changed my life completely. Today, I don't say this to out of pride. God is my witness. But I can tell you that I'm an asset. First of all, to myself. I say it confidently. I'm a huge asset to myself. I am proud of my life. I am so proud of the human being that I am. And I say this unapologetically, with all sense of humility. And I can tell you for free that this human being you're seeing, it is not formal education that has created me. It has its place. It's very important. But it is when I entered into the world of personal development and I got mad and I started to read. I got crazy about attending trainings like the one you're attending now. I got crazy about reading the success stories of people. In a space of a few years, that it changed my mind. It helped me understand the psychology of human beings, how to treat people, how to have compassion, how to love, how to serve, how to give. I began to increase my leadership skills. I began to increase my problem-solving skills. When you read, all of these things are solved. Leadership skills, problem-solving skills, communication skills, what's it called? Critical thinking skills. All of these things from reading. People have put all their experiences in a book. And you have refused to read. How much? Some of these books are even free of charge. You don't even have to pay for them. I'm delivering you today from that spirit of lack of reading. You are delivered from today. From tonight, everybody, whether you are a parent or you are a child, start from somewhere. If you cannot do 50 pages like me per day, start from 30. If you can't do 30, start from 20. If you can't do 20, start from 10. If you cannot do 10, start from 5. See, anything you hate right now or you dislike right now, it's not in your nature to dislike it. You dislike it because it's not a habit, and it's normal. It's normal. It's normal to dislike something that is not a habit. But the point is for you to turn it into a habit. Just force yourself to read 5 pages per day for 30 days, and I can guarantee you, reading will become a part of you. You cannot do without it. Force yourself to now do it for 60 days, for 90 days, but without breaking. It's not as if you do for 10 days, and then you now break one day and come back and say, Coach Casey, they say I should restart. And me, I don't know how to. I'll just tell you to continue. Yes or yes? It is true. Because what will I do? It's a principle. If you break in day 10 and then you don't do the 11, day 12, you come and say day 11, it means that when you get to day 30, you're supposed day 30 is just day 20, so you don't have a habit yet. The point is not to read and report. The point is to form a habit. So when you tell people to restart and they get angry, I tell them, okay, ma, please continue. You're going to be happy, isn't it? But the point is, nobody's going to give you a medal because you finish a cycle. I mean, think about it. What is the reward for it? The point is not to finish a cycle. The point is to acquire a habit. And so if that is the point, I agree to restart 35 times and still be in the that's what I did to my first generation BGYers. I was so rigorous with them because at that time I was in all accountability platforms. There were people here, they restarted cycle 1 25 times. Some of them, I'm sure even in their dreams, they are swearing for me. Some were in day 29 and they missed a cycle. They were sick. It's not as if they had genuine reasons. They were sick. Some had night vigil, some had, and I told them, well, it is a law that if you want to acquire a habit, it has to be done every day for 30 days. You might not like me now, but understand that it's for your own good. Yes, it's day 29, but you're going back to day 1. And they say, Coach Casey, you're wicked. Did some leave? Oh, yes, some left. But the ones that stayed till tomorrow, they are praying for me because they, Coach Casey, thank you for being so disciplined with me. Some of them, because you told them to restart, just once told them to restart, they never restarted again till cycle 6. Just because you told them to restart once, they were so disciplined, they didn't want to restart again because they didn't want to have that experience. Are we together? And they always went back and said, it was because you told me to restart, that's why I became careful. In life, you have to learn to fail. It's normal, it's part of the process. But fail fast, yes or yes? Understand that failure is part of the process, but what do? Fail what? Fast. In fact, that's my rule number 1 to success, fail fast. Don't expect not to fail, just fail fast. I just prayed to God that the children here understand anything I'm saying right now, because I think I have increased the tone of my training to a standard adult training. But I mean, these kids are intelligent. They are smart. And I believe that they're all understanding. So one of the you can give to yourself and give to your kids. Parents, I beg you, please. I know that the kids are struggling right now, but please just make sure, don't give up. Don't give up. Just this one habit. Let's start from there. Reading habit. Don't give up. Ensure your kids do a minimum of, don't rest until your kids can comfortably and happily do 20 pages per day. That's the standard, nothing less. How many pages? 20 pages. of a personal development book. Trust me, 20 pages is just 20 minutes. Oh yes, it's just 20 minutes. Most of them come from school by 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Let's say they come by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some of them sleep by 10. That's 6 whole hours. You can't tell me 20 minutes is too much for them to invest in such a habit that will, that the reading habit alone is an extra 100 million naira in future for anyone who continues. And if you don't give them, they might spend the whole of their lives not earning up to 10 million, their entire lifestyle. But imagine a habit that can give them an extra 100 million, an extra 200 million, just 20 minutes per day. So wherever you do not joke with this habit. It is too important. Like I said, not novels, personal development especially, and then some spiritual development as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so much for being such an astonishing audience. Becoming the Greatest You Academy is the school of greatness. It is a school where we are not willing to rest. We cannot rest, except you leave. If you leave, that's fine. But I will tell you bye-bye. But as long as you're here, hey, Coach Casey, I have a commitment to God, whether you're an adult or a child. As long as you're in this academy, it is impossible. You cannot miss becoming the best version of yourself. You cannot miss becoming who God wants you to be. Whatever I need to do, I'm going to continuously do it. When I finish, when I leave here, I still go to do my prayer and fasting, just to make sure that people understand what I'm saying and that God should touch their heart. Even if it's one person per, because we meet every 4 days, one person per week, that one person understands this and applies. Because each time you do, guess what? We are lifting humanity. We're not lifting that one person. One person who is well-trained here. I mean, listen to Lady Jewel, guys. Listen to Zara. Listen to these children. Look at what we are building. Imagine just this one child, what they can do in the world. Imagine if one of these children becomes Barack Obama. No, let us even leave Barack Obama. It is too big. Imagine if one of these children can manage to replicate even what some of you, the parents, are doing. Or manage to replicate what I'm doing right now. Just one child can build an entire nation. One child can influence 100 million persons. I mean, I'm a child of one. I have just a mother and a father. Barack Obama has, Barack Obama is one child. Let me use people that really inspire you. One child well built with a good reading culture. You're not building that one child. You're building a generation. You're building a nation. You're building a continent. So who is taking the commitment from today? I want to see your hands up. That from today, I am delivered from laziness. I'm delivered from procrastination. Comfort zone is gone forever. Is addiction to Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. I'm not saying that they don't have their place, but addiction, no. I am delivered from what now? From Netflix. I am delivered from whatever bad habit you know you have. I know will read your future. You receive deliverance. And from today, let today be your day one. And say from this day, I'm going to focus on building healthy habits because I know that I don't build my future. I build my habits and my habits build my future. So let me build the habits that will build a good future for me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is BGY Academy. And right now I'm going to give the floor. This week we decided to honor, so every week we're going to be honoring at least 1 or 2 parents that are going to share with us about BGY Academy. And we want to honor a particular family. I will share with us today about how BGY Academy has transformed the life of her daughter. Okay. The daughter is about 1 month old here, and she's an exceptional child. And we decided to honor them first. So she's going to speak, and daughter is also going to have a chance to speak. Like I said, BGY Academy is the school of greatness. And what we basically do is to help people become the best version of themselves, whether you're a child or an adult. Okay, so we're going to give the floor to Lady Bolu. I don't know if you're there, ma. Lady Boluwa Temi. If I murder your name, ma, please forgive me from the depth of your heart. But if you're there, I give you the floor. Please unmute yourself and speak. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Coach Casey, thank you for the opportunity. I forgive you because you actually did murder my name. My name is pronounced Boluwati.
Forgive me, ma.
My name is pronounced Boluwatiwi. Okay, so and this is my daughter next to me. Her name is Ayotimi. She's been the one enjoying the Becoming the Greatest You Academy this past 30 something days. I've lost count actually, but she hasn't, thankfully.
Day 7, cycle 2.
Day 7, cycle 2. Aha. Okay, so that's it. It's been a beautiful journey for her, I must really say, because at first when she started, she struggled with acts of kindness, not because she does not have, acts of kindness that she does on a regular, but because she kind of like undermined those acts. When you're kind all the time, you kind of like belittle, undermine every single act of kindness that you do. So she was looking forward to the big acts of kindness, So I like that the program allowed her to be more in tune with herself, because I think that is important. I realized that as an adult myself, there are many adults today that are not exactly present, that are not aware, and for me to give her that is a gift. She's my last child, interestingly. She's going to be 10 in June. The older ones, I always say that as a parent, you realize that because you are changing and you're evolving, you are a different parent per time to the different kids that you have. So I want to say that I'm grateful for the parent that I am now to be able to gift her BGY, and her eldest brother was asking me that, why BGY, like what happened? How did I come across you? And I was like, I have a quest. That's the word, actually. I have a hunger, like a real thirst for self-development. I'm a leadership coach myself. So I'm very particular about, catching them young. But I realized that this finish thing, I started them out with journaling quite early, but they are not as into it as I want them to be. And I don't want to take away the fun parts of discipline, if you get what I mean. I don't want them to become so into wanting to do something because mommy and daddy says they should do it, that I literally stifled them. So those were the things I was struggling with. When I saw BGY, the attraction for me was that it was a child that was, that did the ad. And I was like, you know what? This child is going places. Like and we call her the little professor in our family. So like, I'm for crying out loud, my little professor can do too, so that really just got me like thrilled. And I told my husband about it, like, yeah, I know you. Even if I said wait till later, you will do it now anyway, because you're so fixated about leadership and things like that. So that's why I really feel that, like I said in my voice, if the curriculum that you currently run in BGY was something that could be reproduced along, many, many areas, like, you can imagine the kind of country that would be, the kind of leadership that we would birth. Many of the issues that has what's the word I'm looking for, that has plagued us as a country in the last couple of months may not have done so if we were particular, if we were consistent, if we were intentional, deliberate about bringing up proper leaders from a very young age. The prejudices that we see today happened unconsciously, it bypassed our resistance, our conscious resistance. And so they're very subtle things, suggestions. My child, I remember that she kept on asking me during the election period, why is it that, somebody in my class said that Igbo can never rule Nigeria? Mommy, why? What did they do? Those are little sublime that we pass to these children. And we don't even know the impacts of these things. So I'm just grateful, I think, for me, that BGY for me, if there is anything at all, is that it helps her to be more present. Like I said, that's a gift that I'm giving her now. And I trust that, like they always say about domino effect, that each one reach one, and therefore what's happening, you have a tree, a forest, and things like that. So I'm really grateful for the gift that BGY Academy is. And I want to encourage everyone, sometimes you don't have to be the one to look for change, but when it happens upon your laps, it's always a good thing for you to take it. So I see this as like a miracle of sorts. My other children are surprised that I'm awake at this time. I'm a very early sleeper. I sleep early and then I wake up in the middle of the night. For me to be here today is because I felt it was really, really important. I had to make this sacrifice to be here. So thank you so much to every single member of the team that has helped to sustain her discipline, for the program so far. God bless you. Ayotemi, want to say something?
The little champion, what's her name again? There was that title you gave her.
Ayotemi. Oh, a little professor. That's what we call her.
Our little professor. We can hear you. Let's hear you, please.
Okay.
So, good evening, Uncle Casey.
Good evening, little professor.
So I wanted to say that BGY has really helped me to become a better person. Thank you for my parents for enrolling me in it.
Is that all? I think that's about it from her. Perhaps I should have
Thank you
allowed her
so
to
much.
first.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm sincerely grateful. Thank you for staying up for us and for your little professor. We
Thank
are
you.
so grateful to have you guys in BGY Academy, and I can guarantee that this is just the beginning. Ayotemi is a champion. I can clearly see that she is going to fulfill purpose. She's going to do a lot of wonderful things in this world, and I cannot wait to be a part of the greatness and the light that I can clearly see in her. Thank you for being an amazing mother and for giving her the privilege to, have such an amazing upbringing and acquire these habits. It's incredible. God bless you, and God bless your family.
God bless you too. Amen.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard from Lady. Okay, I don't want to murder the name again. You've heard from our beautiful little professor and the mother. Okay, and right about now, I'm just going to share. I'm just going to share briefly with you so that you can see, for those of you connecting for the first time, what BGY looks like. So, of course, this is a certificate to normally give after every month. Well, kind of like to congratulate them when they finish the program each month. Okay, once you finish, so these are the skills that we are building the kids in. This Zoom session is just 1% of what we do. Actually, the real program is on a daily basis. Like I said, is a 30-day program per 30-day per cycle, because it's all about habits, right? So help them build these habits: discipline, consistency, excellent reading habits, structured morning routine. It starts from the very first moment they wake up in the morning, setting their bed and all of that. Personal hygiene, digital skills, communication skills, journaling, goal setting, growth mindset, character, winners habits, time management, and manners and kindness. All right. So these are just a couple of graduates so far from cycle 1. All right, and even cycle 2 as well. BGY also exists for adults, and that's why I've been talking about deliverance, not just for kids, but also for adults. So if you're an adult, you're here, and you have all these enemies of success I mentioned earlier on, or even just one of them, enroll for BGY program for adults. Your life will never remain the same. You're going to build yourself both personally and professionally. Okay, this person is in cycle 3, and this one is in cycle 5. All right, for those of you that have been at thinking about that, know Coach Sandra. She's actually currently, I think, cycle 6. All right. At the same time, we have 3-month certificate course for capacity building for organizations. If you're here, you own an organization, you know someone who owns an organization, and you want for a complete capacity building for them, you want to contact the numbers we're going to show you on the screen. Of course, there's a number on the screen. And then, of course, we can help you on how that package works. All right. We also have capacity building courses for schools and teachers. If you own a school, someone who owns a school, we also have help them to acquire 21st century teaching, parenting skills, and all of that. And we also install BGY clubs in schools, right? For children as well. It's so amazing. You want to reach out if you are interested in connecting us with schools. And the connection is not for free as well. We give you certain incentives as well for that. Okay, so BGY for children, the subscription is 7,500 naira per month. For the standard level, 20,000 naira for the VIP. Sorry, excuse me, 20,000 naira for 3 months. So for the next 3 months, you can pay 20K for one child. All right, 7,500 for 1 month. For the VIP, it's 15K per month, 35K for 3 months. BGY for adults, it's the same price, 7,500 per month, 20K for 3 months. For standard VIP, 15K per month, 35K for 3 months for VIP. All right, and for those of you connecting from America, UK, Europe, and all of that, is $20 per month. For standard, $50 for 3 months. For VIP, $40 per month and $100 for 3 months. All right, so once again, this is the account details I thought were done. Here's the account. Please take a screenshot for those of you that would like to register tonight or sometimes during the week. You want to take a screenshot. The phone number to send your proof of payment to is there. The account number to pay into is right there. Once you pay, the very next day, your program begins, whether it's for you or for your child. And I always like to mention as well that you have the possibility of earning money as well in BGY. The whole idea is to help people to get this program for free. So when you refer, we help you get that 5% of your referral bonus every single month, just so you can get for free. For those that might not be able to afford this consistently, you want to do this for 1 year, for 2 years, you cannot pay 7,500 every month. Just getting 3 persons on board, and then every month, as they pay their 7,500, you get 2,500 each, and it's paid to you consistently. For those that do VIP 15K, you get 5,000 each every month as they pay. This can help you get the program for free. This can also help you to generate a stream of income from BGY as well. You can legitimately earn over 500K per month if you take this as a business. All right, I think that's. Now I'm going to give the floor to those that would like to share. It's my favorite part of the session. If you enjoyed this session tonight, we talked about the power of habits. There was actually a video I had prepared. I don't have time to share anymore. I'll probably share into the forum, and then maybe you can take it from there, the power of habit. And I gave you an assignment to make sure that you give your children the possibility of having a reading culture, personal development, spiritual development books. Next week, when we meet on Tuesday, get any topic you want, all right? Indicate to the handlers that you want to present, and you might be selected as the 3 that we're absolutely going to take, but then we're going to take other persons apart from the 3 as well, all right? Our next meeting is on Saturday. We meet every Saturday and Tuesday, 8 p.m. So you want to get ready for Saturday as well. It's going to be an amazing session. Okay, so we're going to give the floor to those that would like to share. Let us start with Sophia. Sophia, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, Coach Casey.
Good evening, Sophia.
I would like to tell you how I felt during the speech you just spoke. So I learned that you shouldn't just be doing lazy habits. Like, why? What is the lazy habit for? The lazy habits won't bring you any further. They will just bring you down. They'll make lazy habits. Man, let me tell you something. Think of lazy habits as a human being.
Tell me.
That human being will go to your future and destroy it, and it will happen to you on that future. So just try your best and keep good habits. Like I also do lazy habits. Like, for example, I wake up by 5 a.m. in the morning, and I said, no, I can't wake up. I just sleep back. I wake up again, I now sleep back until it's 1 o'clock. I've woken up and I'm not ready. But now that I've joined the BGY program, and I'm going to make sure that I'm very strict. My mother is really strict about it. So if I wake up by 5 a.m. in the morning and I want to sleep back, no, it's not possible in this house.
Yes.
You just wake up, even though you're so tired, just go to the bathroom and wash your face and start your day.
Wow.
I've just learned a lot from it. And also, if the last video we've learned that time, like, do something you hate. Well, you shouldn't do all the things you hate, because some of the things you hate are not good. Like, for example, you hate going on social media. That's good. You hate going on social media, is good. Keep sticking to it. But if you hate reading, if you hate writing, who are you to stay in this world? God does not like this. So try and be a better person, to love reading, to love writing, because those things can take you further in life.
How many of you agree with me that this girl's analysis, this girl is smarter than a lot of us? I am just mesmerized. Like, how old are you again?
I'm 10 years old.
Jesus Christ. Like, her interpretation, her analysis, her confidence is just out of this world. Like, I have to steal you from your parents. Are your parents connected? I literally have to steal you. I'm tired of asking that I want to have a daughter like this. I want to adopt it for 1 month. Wow. And guys, well, thank you, Sophia, for that wonderful sharing. But I want you to learn something from her. In her analysis, she even brought back her lessons from last week in terms of doing something you hate. Remember, the video said, do something you hate. In the sense, what? It's not doing everything you hate. And she didn't just bring it back, she analyzed it. Like, when the author said do something you hate, what he means is the things that you hate, but you know will build your future, do them. For instance, waking up early. For instance, reading. You hate it, but do it because it's important for your future. Look at the way she analyzed. And she also, I want to also bring out another point, the fact that I said we become what we do consistently, right? Can you see that every week she's sharing? Do you know why every week she has her hands up? Because she's doing it consistently. It's now becoming a habit for her to share. And each time she shares, guess what? She increases her self-confidence. This is a typical example of what I was saying. So because she has been sharing, and as she's sharing, we are praising her, she's eager to do better, and it's becoming a habit. And look at how her English is getting more polished, her communication skills is getting better, everything is getting better. That's what habits do for you. I cannot wait to hear your speech. In fact, you have to be among those that are going to speak next week. Are you registered, Sophia?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. It would have been so unfortunate if you're not registered. So thank God you're registered. Get yourself ready, go and prepare a speech. I want to hear you deliver a speech here next week. Do you think you'll be ready, Sophia?
Yeah. I actually made a speech for I Am a Champion.
You did. Oh my God. We are going to hear it next week, okay? But prepare a speech, whatever topic you want to prepare for, okay? You're so adorable. Okay, we are going to listen now to other adorable children connected here. Lily, everybody is saying I love her. She's my daughter. Nobody should stay her away from me. So I'm the one who is adopting her officially. I need to know who her parent is. I will adopt her for just 1 month. And then after 1 month of this awesomeness, I can return her back to her parents. Okay. All right. So let's listen to, I think I saw Dunamis saying that he wanted to speak. Okay, Dunamis, let's see. Please unmute Dunamis. Yeah, Dunamis, you have the floor.
Thank you, Coach Casey. What I learned from the power of habits is that you can never function beyond your habits. Your habits determines your destiny. Repeated habits becomes your character and it determines your lifestyle. What you do consistently becomes a habit. What you do over and over again becomes a habit. There are both positive and negative habits. Parents have an essential role in the habitual development of their children. Your habits build your character and your character builds your lifestyle and your future. Discipline and consistency are both needed to build your habits. Thank you.
That is so intelligent. These kids are smart, oh guys. These kids are so smart. Like, with all due respect, a lot of us adults cannot give the kind of analysis these children are giving, and that is the truth. That is just the truth. They are so smart. My God. Okay, who else would like to share? I'm seeing Siwesta. Please unmute and share. Thank you, Dunamis. That was a fantastic sharing as well. Siwesta, please forgive me if I murdered your name. If your hands are up because you want to share, please unmute yourself. Otherwise, okay, let's give the floor to Ope and David Afonja. Please unmute yourself.
Good evening, Coach Casey.
Good evening.
Here are the lessons I learned from today's meeting. I learned that readers are leaders because when you read, you learn a lot of knowledge, and that gives you the necessary requirements to become a leader.
Yes, I'm enjoying your vibe. Okay, you want to share as well? Please go ahead.
I learned from today's meeting. I learned that 1 year of indiscipline can cause you 50 years of pain. So if you keep being indisciplined, you will be indisciplined 2 times. You'll have 100 years of pain.
Of failure. That's amazing. Are you guys twins?
No, we're brothers. We're brothers.
Who is the elder to the other? Who is elder to the other? Who is the eldest? Wow, that's amazing. How old are you?
Ope is the elder.
How old are you? Can you hear me?
9 years old.
You're 9, and your brother is
7 years old.
Wow, 7 and 9. You guys are so amazing. Smartly said. And I like your afro. I would like to have an afro like that. Thank you for your wonderful sharing. Okay, we're going to listen to Oluwadamilola. Oluwadamilola, please unmute yourself and speak.
Hello, my name is Alao Tantola, and this is what I learned today. As a parent, the best thing you can give to your child is habits, and your habits builds up your future. Like if you are not a lazy person and you are not lazy every day, when it gets to the future time, when you be rich, that you need time to be doing all the things you need to do. The habit you have now will help you. A lazy habit brings a lazy future. Like if you're lazy now, you might not get rich tomorrow, because if you get rich tomorrow, your laziness will make you to spend the money anyhow. And also, habits can help in child's education. Like if you have the habit of reading, it will help in your education. But like anything that's education, your mom and dad will be spending your money on you anyhow. Habits can build you self-confidence. Like if you have the habit that that you are doing exercise every day, that you are not fat, that you are anything, you'll be able to
build
stand up
self-confidence
with good voice, with good body posture, not the one that people at the back will say, see that boy, see that boy, see that boy.
Thank you so much. I love the analysis. Very funny, brilliant. Oh God, PGY, I'm so blessed, honestly. I wish I can just have all of you in one hall, as in every single one of you in one hall, just be hugging you one after the other. You are such amazing kids. Let's give the floor to Zara.
Good evening,
my
Coach
first
Casey.
BGY daughter.
Good evening, Coach Casey.
Sophia is trying to take your place. You have to fight very hard, though.
I learned from today's section that we should learn to build good habits. And if we build bad habits, it will be hard for us to wear them off. Like, so we need to have determination and discipline so that we can remove those habits from our lifestyles, and we can build good habits so that we can acquire a good future, a future that will make us happy, that will enjoy pleasures. We need to have pain now that we're young so that we can enjoy in the future. Thank you.
That is so brilliant. Face the pain now and enjoy in the future. Okay, we're going to listen to, I think, maybe the last person. All right, Lady Jewel, if you're there, please, you have the floor.
Good evening, Coach Casey.
Good evening, Jewel.
Okay, what I learned today was, I learned that we become what we do consistently. And I also learned that you don't build your future, you build your habits, and your habit build your future. I learned that laziness brings about poverty. And I learned that you can never be richer than what you think. Because your life is a product of your thoughts. I also learned that your life is a reflection of the quality of your mindset. And readers are leaders, and knowledge brings about light. Thank you.
My God, that's a brilliant summary right there. Thank you so much, Jewel, for that summary. Is there one last person that must share? Can I see your hand? Is there that one person? If there is not, we have taken, okay, so Joy, let's give the floor to Joy, our final person, the final person that will share. Joy, if you're there, please unmute and speak.
Good evening, Coach Casey.
Good evening, Joy. You look beautiful. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay.
I learned that we can't build our future. It's our habits that build our future. What we do often becomes our habit. So we should have good habits. That readers are leaders, so we should have a habit of reading. That we should not be lazy. What we do one day, we will continue to do it every day. So if you don't have a good habit, when you grow up, you'll be lazy and weak.
Joy, how old are you?
I'm 8 years old, 29.
Wow, that's so brilliant. Thank you so much, Joy, for that wonderful sharing. God bless you. I love you all so much. Guys, it has been an amazing session.
Fisayo.
Your name is what?
Fisayo.
Fisayo. So next time, name your device according to your name, okay? Fisayo, thank you for sharing that wonderful one with us. It's been such an amazing session tonight, guys, and I'm so sorry that we went overboard today. I went too passionate about the topic I was presenting, and we had spent over 40 minutes with the 5 presentations. I think that's also part of it. All right, so we'll take just 2 presentations going forward, or 3, so that we don't have to keep children for close to 2 hours. All right, so sincere apologies for today, but I believe that we have learned, right? Who has forgiven me? Who has learned a lot today? If you know you have learned, I want to see your hands up. Who has learned? Who has been delivered from laziness, procrastination, comfort zone, bad habits in general? I can see some people that are, as in I see a particular person in this call today that the person has been over-delivered. It's not a child, it's an adult. Okay, so if you know you've been delivered, do not go back to the person you used to be. I want you to write on the chat, I am a new person from today. I am a new person from today. I choose good habits. I build good habits, and my good habits build my future. Say it. I choose good habits. I do good habits, and my good habits, they build me a good future. I choose successful habits, and they build me successful future. I choose to read, and my reading makes me a leader. My reading builds me to become an extraordinary person. I do the difficult things now so that I can have an easy future. I do difficult, important habits now so that I can have an easy and amazing and extraordinary future. I say no to laziness. I say no to lack of exercise. I say no to waking up late. I say no to talking anyhow to people. I say no to disrespect. I say no to lack of character. I say no to whatever it is you know that is wrong that you're currently doing. Guys, I love you all so much. You are the best thing, the best of the best of the best of the best gifts in my life. And I want you to know that from the depth of my heart, you guys mean so much to me. All right. I want you to go back and practice the things that we have taught today, and come back on Saturday by 8 p.m. Invite all your friends and family from all over the world. And we're going to have another incredibly amazing session. God bless you. Thank you to all the parents. Thank you to all the children, to all our well-wishers, all those of you that have been connecting every week. You don't want to register. I don't want to register your kids. Every week, you're the first to connect. Thank you to all of you as well. Thank you to all of you as well, and see you on Saturday. Kidou Benix, merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Ciao. Bye.
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 Au revoir. Merci. Au revoir. Merci. Je vous aime. Merci beaucoup. Je vous bénisse. Vous êtes formidables. Magnifiques. Merci. Bye.